Do everything with love. Treat your friends, your family, and even your enemies with love. What's going on, good looking? I just wanted to come in and give you a couple tips with this technique. I was initially inspired by Molly's artistry with her Bright Line series, and I have learned so much doing this technique. As far as commissions go, this has been the most requested technique that I have had in the month of December and January. So one really quick thing to note is when you're pouring your rings, the black will tend to overpower the white. So if you want more white, you're going to need to use much more white paint than you use black paint for your rings, because that black will eat up some of the white. One key thing with this, in this particular commission, the client wanted purple to be the major feature color, so I did use less white. Because I didn't want the white to really overpower. I wanted to be more subtle. But if you want to make sure that you get a lot of white, your colors need to be a little bit on the thicker side. The thinner you go, the more likely that your colors will turn to gray. And that's from the black and the white mixing, which can create some cool effects. But if you get too thin, you will start to see a fuzz. But if we haven't met, this is Garrick Brown Art Studio. I'm back with another video. I hope you enjoy it. Let's keep going, baby. All right. Please take a moment to check out my new website. I have put some great art pieces up there, and several of them have sold, so I've added some more, and it's www.garrickbrownartstudio.com. I would love to see you there. So you gotta self-promote sometime, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm extremely excited about this particular episode today because I'm actually going to show you the entire process. This commission is already sold, but I did resin it and I embellished it, and so I want to show you bits and pieces of that process. You'll also get to see my new studio in the works, and so that's pretty cool as well. And I hope you enjoy it. As you can see, the black has taken over some of the white here, but that is perfectly okay. I've also added an iridescent lilac, which kind of plays on color a bit, so I'm hoping that we'll get to see some of that at the end. My client for this piece specifically wanted purple. I decided to add gold as an accent color because gold complements purple very well. It's a nice contrast, and I thought it would look great against the black and the white. And so we're going to do a swipe here. The recipe for the colors will be in the description. The colors, so the purples and the golds, are going to be my Shelee Bloom recipe, which is a little bit thicker than the rings. And then, of course, as we transition to the cell activator, I am using Australian floetrol and titanium white paint at a 3-to-1 ratio. You want to stir that up really well. It is a nice, very flowy consistency, and so we use that to swipe over our colors to get some amazing effects. Check out those colors and just how well they blend together. I'm loving that deep purple and the gold and just everything. I'm loving it all. And so we kind of have a good amount of paint here, which is going to allow us to tilt very easily and gives us a lot of depth and motion and allowing the paint to really flow. So you're going to see a good amount of paint go off the canvas, but it'll be worth it in the end. And here I just decided to do some embellishing. I wanted to add a little bit more purple to make sure that my client was going to be satisfied. And well, they were. This was a gift. All right, lovely people, we are transitioning to my new makeshift studio. It's not a whole lot, but it gets the job done, and I'm working with what I have on my budget. But here I am going to do some resin work, and make sure you follow the safety precautions when working with resin. It is a chemical. Don't let anyone fool you. I don't care what any company says. So just be aware of that and mindful. So here I'm adding some stones and things. A lot of this came from Michael's craft store. Nothing too spectacular, and I'm going to do some accents here. I've mixed up some resin with a little bit of mica powder, and I'm actually going to be incorporating my TOP into the resin as well, and so you'll see that very shortly. And well, folks, this about wraps this up. You know I appreciate you watching each and every episode. Thank you so much for the support. It really means the world to me, and I have so many ideas, but just not enough time to execute everything. But I am working diligently, and I have so many other things going on in my art business or art world, and I'm just rolling it out one by one.